Good evening, Stampin' Friends, and welcome to Linda's Stamping Escape. How is everybody today? Are you enjoying the snow? It is pretty outside, that I will admit. I'm excited tonight. We got a fun fold. I'm going to be sharing the accordion fold with you, and we're going to be using the Wildflower Birthday. So jump on in. We got a couple people joining us already, so that means we are live. Karen and Tony and Barb, hello, ladies. But Tony says she snowed in. Yikes. I don't think we got that much. We might have about maybe 4 inches. Hard to say. I snuck out there in the middle of the day and did my shovel number 1. So trying to keep it easy there. Bring that down. So hi, Sandy. I love this fun fold. It is so easy to make. So many different ways you can embellish it. And it's a great way if you are like me and you like to hoard that designer series paper, especially the ones with the beautiful on both sides and you don't know which one to choose. This is the perfect fun fold for you. Tony says she's got 4 or 5 inches. Yeah, we're in there. I don't think we're 5. We probably got 3 or 4. I'm not sure. Like I said, I snuck out and shoveled, so interesting. It is a pretty snow though, and it's not that heavy stuff. So I'm good with that. And winter has been gentle on us. I don't mind the cold. I'm not a big snow person. It did snow on Saturday when we were in Door County too. Man, that was pretty. So I've never been up there in the winter. So it was really nice to get up there. So Karen said it's just blowing anyway. Yeah, it does. Especially out in those farm fields. It just goes right across that road. I totally forgot about all that because I used to live out amongst a lot of farms, and the roads are way different out there than they are like in the city where I live now. So crazy. So are you ready for some fun folds? The accordion fold is our focus tonight. Again, it's super simple to make, and it's a great way to use up your designer paper, especially those who love the double-sided. So I am using Wildflower Birthday tonight. So it's got 2 pretty sides here. And our designer series paper is 12 inches by 5.25. So, and then we are going to score that. Hello, Vicky. So I'll be scoring that for you. And then along with that, this is going to be my greeting. I'm sneaking that in here. And then I took another piece of designer paper and just trimmed that out. I thought I brought the full sheet with me, but I guess not. But if you go on page 43 of your catalog, you will find it there. It's actually the number 1 piece, cutout that shows where I got that from. It's in the upper left-hand corner. So hi, Cheryl and Sharon. Hello, ladies. So that's where you'll find this little piece. And then this is going to be my inside, the white, and that is 5 inches by 2.75. And then I'll be putting this piece in, and I use this for a little extra strength and I emboss it. This one is embossed with the Xenia folder, which is still available. And I just thought it looked really cute with those flowers. So that's why I chose that one. And then our back, which is not a full card base, but basically just a base because your fold will sit on top. And that, of course, is 5.5 by 4.25, just a quarter sheet of designer or regular paper, so cardstock. All right, so those are our pieces and the dimensions. I'm going to pull out my paper cutter here, and we're just going to pull this in. And I got to see how this looks on the screen. Got to make sure my cutter is out of the way. We do not want that. And then I need to extend this. So I'm going to have to move a few things here. My little buddy's going to have to just sit over here and watch me for a minute. Hi, Beth. So let me see if I can get this in here. There we go. There we go. Now you can see. A little crooked. Come up, come up. Okay. A little shiny there, but so make sure my blade is on here and my cutter is way far on the other side. And we are going to start at 2 inches. So 2 inches. When you are scoring designer paper, do not press hard because it may crack, especially in this kind of weather when it's so dry out. It can crack really easy. All right, our next dimension is, we did 2 inches. Now we have to do 5 inches. So bring it out to here. And then a gentle score. And then our last score is 8 inches. So you're scoring this accordion fold 3 times, 2, 5, and 8. Okay, there we go. That's all you need to do. The rest is super simple and lots of fun. You can get really creative. Like with our wildflower birthdays, there's so much stuff in there that you can really like just quickly add pieces onto it. And then I'm going to use this. This is the Greetings for All Mix and Match Emphora. I can never say that online. Ephemera pack. There we go. So that is Greetings for All Mix and Match. So they have 6 different sheets in here. And they have some white ones and some black ones. So it's very fun to use. Super simple. So we're going to bring that in. Now, the fun part of this is when you're folding, it all depends on how much do you want your flowers to show, or do you want your, in this case, our checks to show. And I'm looking at it this way. I think I'm going to do the floral. So that means I start my first fold inwards, and then we're going to do a mountain. So we're going to push this second one up here. And then our third one gets folded over. And I want to make sure I'm getting these nice and straight. So I'm just, before I squish it down tight, I want to line everything up. Bone folder. Beth likes the flowers too. Okay, and then we're going to fold our last score line. Ready? And then we'll give that a nice burnish as well. There we go. So we got a little bit of that pink sticking out. So when you open your card, you're going to get all those gorgeous flowers. which is kind of cool because that's what we're using on the front today. So this again is our piece. This is embossed. It gives a little extra strength. You could just put cardstock and put a verse on there if you like. Hello, Candy. Did you see this? Phone folder. Oh, and by the way, ladies, for all of you or those of you in my um, club tomorrow morning, we are meeting. If I have to go out and shovel at 2 a.m., I will do that. So I got some of the other stuff up already. Ooh, I got a little bit sticking out down here. And I grabbed the plus, so it's kind of hard to curl under. This is going to go on your first flap. I'm glad we picked the flowers because I think this is going to look a little better. And then I'm going to flip this, and this will just make sure that my adhesive adheres nicely because I do have that embossed. So there's our front flap. Here's our cute little piece I'm going to put on there. And again, you can use die cut pieces. You can just use a regular piece of cardstock, whatever you wish. This little tag comes in the Wildflower birthday suite with the designer paper. So we're just going to get that out of there. And what I like about this is look at, now you got that pretty stuff over here too, also kind of matches. So I'll have to show you what I did with some other ones. Hi, Char. So I don't need that really sticky stuff. So I'm just gonna, or do I have, oh, both of them are Stampin' Seal Plus. So this side, make sure you grab the right side. Otherwise you're gonna shut down your card and you won't have that fun fold anymore. See how nice that's going to help you pull that out? So pretty. So let's get our white piece in here. Told you this card was super simple. And again, great way to use up that designer paper and excellent for if you are afraid to cut that paper or you want to display both sides. So this is the perfect way to show off both sides of that cardstock, because that'll all show too. And if you want to, you could even put more paper in here to write secret messages to your bestie, right? So much you can do with this fun fold. And I just love this pink. I heard some of you guys are already making your Easter cards. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Just right in there. Look at that. We are almost done. So our front pulls out. So we write our greeting. Again, if you want, you can put little secret messages back there. Now all we are going to do is just grab one of these and we could do a best wishes. We could do get well soon. That's what's fun with this. You can just grab these and go. I love this cardstock here. I am looking for my dimensionals and I'm not seeing them. I think I took them down when I cleaned before. That's why you should never clean so hard. Okay. Just trying to get a little organization. Just going to put a little glue dots in here because those I have handy. Cheryl said it can quit snowing anytime now and warm up to 70. Well, I don't think we're going to be seeing 70 for quite some time. Looks like it's going to get colder out. I'm going to set this down here. And I like that it gives off just a little. If I had a gold ribbon or twine, that would be really pretty on here too. So I'm glad I didn't stick that down real tight, because if I get some gold in there, I might just stick that behind it, because it'll really pull out all the golds in our paper. Beth said this time Sunday she'll be in Fort Lauderdale and will be enjoying the warm weather. You are lucky. And Karen's like, yeah, that's my cleaning philosophy. Yeah. When I get to mine, it's more fun to play than it is to clean up. So there is our first card. Very springy and fun. And here are our dimensions again. So our designer paper is going to be 12 inches by 5 1/4. And then you're going to score at 2 inches, 5 inches, and 8 inches. And then that little piece on the inside here, so that helps sturdy this all up for you. That is 5 inches by 1 1/4. And then our white piece on the inside is 5 inches by 2 3/4. Our base is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So there we go. Vicky says she loves this card. And yeah, it's so cute and so simple. In fact, I have a few more for you. Here's one that I did a long time ago. This one really pops nice because it's such a dark color. And then I took in the boho blue to match up here. I'm not sure if this paper is available anymore. It was for quite a while, but I'd have to look. So we got that one and our cute little butterflies. And then, oh my gosh, Storybook Friends. Love, love, love these little creatures. They're so cute. I have to share a tip with you. Oh, and I left it downstairs. Okay, because normally, okay, this one is too fat to stick my dies in, so they're separate. But on the dies, I wrote down what it was, like the squirrels, and then just wrote stamps. And then on the little, hedgehog is he? I also wrote stamps. But on these guys, who all have dies, also have the designer paper that coordinates and cuts. So on the ones that cut out the paper, I also wrote DSP and stamp. So I know which is which. So just a little tip there with Storybook Friends. Okay. And then here is our card. I told you I'm thinking spring. So there is our pretty paper. Oh my goodness, the name of this one slipped off my brain. So let me quick look it up today. Right here. This is the Floral Delight Suite. It says Hello Yellow. Wow, it's really got some pretty colors in there. So love this paper. Love the fact you got the check here too. And then these are just those little die cutouts. So on this one, when I cut out the frame, it does pull the middle out, which is kind of cool because I like to swap colors. Like if I do this green, sometimes I'll put the white back here. But I wanted to be more of a little bit Eastery look, spring. So I put that gorgeous dazzling paper in there. But anyways, when I flipped it over, it didn't look very pretty. So I just cut a cute piece of their gardening paper out, because what goes better with flowers than our gardening tools? So we got flowers and seeds and our water can and our boots. So we're all ready for spring on that one. And then again, that one's also embossed. So that was just the way that I covered that piece up. But how cute are we here with spring and that new accordion fold? So now I also promised that I was going to be double the fun. So I've decided we are going to double it by giving away 2 prizes tonight. So when I do the drawing, after I hop off and get everybody's names in on the wheel, then I will be back and we will draw 2 winners for tonight. So all you lovelies who came out to watch me, and I apologize for not doing it yesterday, but I don't know, ever since I got COVID, I seem to be getting migraines. So that said, this just worked out better for me anyway. So there we are. And yeah, they're super cute cards. And if you are liking this birthday suite, it's called Wildflower Birthday. And I also have one more card. And it was just sitting up here anyways. So in our Wildflower Birthday, I got this cute one. Also a fun fold. This is the faux step card. And again, I just use that pretty little paper. And then one of their little, and this one I put a die cut. See, you could easily use one of these dies over here and just create any way you want. This whole piece could actually have slid right over here. So how cute is that? Oh my gosh, so easy to use this. So thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Karen. And thank you all for joining me. Oh, yes, Karen, she has the Storybook Friends. Luckily, we got a little time because it's more springy and Eastery. So you'll have to sit down and play because it is fun and easy to work with. Both of these are. There's the birthday and they're so cute. So have fun with that, Karen, and the rest of you guys. If you have any questions, just put that in the message for me. Otherwise, my club ladies, I'll see you tomorrow morning. And don't forget to stop back as I post the winners for our double draw tonight. Okay? Thank you again for joining me, everyone. And stay warm, dry, and take your time shoveling. Have a good night. Bye-bye.